Hi everyone, and tonight I'm in the middle of a beautiful thunderstorm here in my car. So I thought nothing better than to make a raw, real video as we like it on this channel and share some life experience. So yeah, save yourself before it's too late, because I know it's a very tough addiction to have. And a lot of times we don't like to classify porn as an addiction, but it is, and it's sucking the soul out of you, slowly but steadily. Well, let me tell you my story with it, just to give you some inspiration. And we're going to go back in time to, I think, 2011, which is when in middle school. Well, that was before that, but basically the first time I heard about porn was in like middle school, and it was a big topic between the boys in class and whatever. So of course eventually in 2011 it also basically I was curious by it at first, and I also talked about it with my parents, I remember. But yeah, basically I started watching these videos when nobody was at home. And of course it felt really nice, right? Because you can look at a lot of options and masturbate, and your brain releases a lot of dopamine. So it was my safe space. Growing up, I think I was often with people older than me, and I felt like there was a gap, that I was behind somehow. So I never really fit in anywhere, and all the problems that I had, like relating to other people, basically porn was simply like a safe space, a hideout where I could just go and then feel good. And it was as if afterwards there were no problems, everything was perfect, right? Because this is the tendency of porn, of what it does, right? It keeps you stuck in the loop. But anyway, yeah, my addiction with porn was really long. I think almost 12 years, I would say. And it ruined a lot of relationships. It ruined a lot of good things that I could have moved forward with, especially with women. And yeah, it's a difficult topic to talk about, because I know how much it dragged me down. And it's like an anesthetic, right? So you watch porn and then you're satisfied, right? Life is good, and you don't solve the other problems that you could be moving forward with, right? And yeah, of course, I think nobody really explained to me growing up that this was all fake. And well, not like that exactly, but it's more theatrical and related to dopamine, because in real life the dynamic is different. But yeah, I was just spending hours on it, like, and there were a lot of women that liked me, but porn puts you in this mental filter where a woman becomes more objectified. And so then when you're in the real life, there's a contrast, right, between what reality is and what you think. So yeah, I think I pushed a lot of people away. Of course, I still made a lot of experience with women, but for instance, I would have this like unrealistic standard, whatever, of beauty and whatever. So yeah, I think it was just not good at all, to be honest. Well, what else can I say about porn? That I never thought I could recover. I never thought it would be possible, actually. But we're going to get through the story now a little bit more, just so you understand. So Yeah, it was like an anesthetic in a way, a sort of drug, right? You can't sleep, watch some porn and masturbate, you fall asleep. You had a bad day, do the same thing, no problem. Now it's all good. And then you become lazy. You don't want to look for a woman, right? Because here you're done, and that's it. And there's no more like drama or things to deal with, So it was definitely messing with the relationships, and also um, it's just not good for you. And you're not a man until you quit this addiction and you stop masturbating. Because I think that a man that cannot do this shit, this is just a phase of life that we all go through, and some people never put an end to it, and some people do, right? Um, I think for me, I knew that I had a problem when I would have sex with a woman and feel completely empty afterwards and not enjoy the experience as much as I did with porn. So, for instance, if I took like just masturbation and watch a porn video, I would get this amount of dopamine. But then I would meet a real woman, and of course, it was not an object, it was a real woman, and I would feel here. So then I started to feel the gap, and that was my first red flag that something was wrong in my life, and I had to put a fix, an immediate fix to it. Other problems started when I couldn't come with a woman. I could make myself come very easily and very quickly, even with porn. But with a woman, so many times, I was just unable to come. I don't know. The sex would just go for a long time and I just could not come. I would put every single effort into it, but it's just that I felt a lot more excited with porn, and a woman could not make me come, no matter the skill. And I couldn't even finish actually after that because I don't know, just the experience was different, and I was very disappointed that so many times I wanted to come inside a woman, but I couldn't do it. I just did not get as excited, And a lot of women were very impressed. They were like, how is it possible? Because you would think it's a good thing, right? But I want to also have an orgasm during sex, but I couldn't. It was just something, a combination of maybe the mental part with the dopamine and the tightness of the grip or whatever. But anyhow, I couldn't even enter in like a proper connection. That's the thing. Sex in my head was not exactly matching how it could have been. It was more just mechanical, Like I was there, but I wasn't there. Because I thought it was the same as like in porn in a way, right? But the main thing is really the connection, touching. Apologies, there was an interruption with the video, but I will continue. But yeah, once you stop watching porn, you realize that the main flex is to have a woman that cares about you, and you guys are able to enjoy each other's company, and there's this like hook between you guys of understanding and compatibility. This is the main flex. The sex is just, it's a small part. It's just the cherry on the cake. That's not what a woman is just for. But yeah, I think in 2021, that's when slowly I started recovering on the way up, right? Because I was living in the States, and I heard about this movement called NoFap. I'm not sure if anybody has heard about it, but basically it's a lifestyle where men don't watch porn or masturbate. So basically, either you have sex with a woman, or you're just on semen retention and you just don't masturbate. When you don't masturbate, two things can happen, right? Either the body every now and then has a wet dream. So basically you're sleeping without touching yourself and you have an orgasm and you come and you wake up and yeah. Or the other option is that basically only a woman can make you come. So if there's a overproduction of testosterone in the sperm, then you will have wet dreams every now and then. Otherwise, only a woman can make you come. And at first, when I heard about this NoFap movement, and there were all these people on YouTube talking about it, I was like, these people are bullshitting. They're full of shit. There's no way this is possible. And if you're thinking this right now, you know what? I don't blame you. If you think I'm lying to you right now, I don't blame you, because that's where I was in 2021. I thought these people are just doing this for the views. There is no way, because I tried it. I tried the NoFap semen retention, and I would have streaks, maybe like 2 days to a week or a month, but anyway, sooner or later I would go back to watch porn or just masturbate and relapse. It was stronger than me. But already, even through this challenge, I felt the buildup of energy, the testosterone, and I was more productive in general. So maybe instead of watching porn, I don't know, X times a month, it would just be like 2 or 3 times a month, which was a huge difference. It was a huge improvement. But still, I was still going back and relapsing, right? So it was a difficult journey, because it's just such a build-up and you feel so much in power, and at the gym you're just destroying everything. At work you're on your goals, you're a little bit angry all the time. But it was quite a long process like that. And then I think at the end of 2022 I had some like longer streaks. Then this one time I relapsed and I thought, that was the last time ever, I'm just gonna go for it, that's it. And I went for a streak that lasted about 8.5 months, I think, straight, just no porn, no masturbation. Either you come in a wet dream or a woman makes you come, period. You cannot touch yourself, you cannot watch anything. That's when I thought I beat this addiction. And with some of my friends, well, I don't have friends, but let's say people that I used to hang out with, I was like so proud of myself, and I told them. And then the next month I just relapsed again and went back into this loophole. I was so pissed because I was like, I won, I'm done, this is finished. But I went back into this whole loop, whatever. And I was there for several months again, and still I was trying to rebuild my streaks. So I started again from rock bottom. But that was not the first time. Every relapse is a restart, basically, where you say, yeah, it's okay, I'll just do it this time, then that's it. Then in a week you say, okay, I'll just do it now, then I won't do it anymore. But you never quit. You never quit. So what happened then? Then it happened that I just looked myself in the mirror and I was like, don't you want like something better for yourself and just have some self-respect? Like, how can you put yourself in this position? I was like, it's nice, it's really nice. You get a lot of dopamine. I know, it's pleasure. But at what cost? What is the price that you're paying? Why is porn free? Have you ever asked yourself, why is porn free? It's free because it's shit. And it's designed to block men from developing themselves to the max. In everything, with women and everything. And also, this is important. If you do NoFap for women, it's not gonna work. You have to do it for yourself. Now I do it for myself. Period. That's it. Just improve yourself. Clear mind, meditation, whatever, exercise, sun gazing, moon gazing, walks in nature, podcasts, conversations. But what happened then, I will tell you. I just sat down in my car one day and I was like, I can only think of one solution to quit this shit. Just one. And I will tell you it now because I don't think it's possible to quit in another way. Are you ready? You want to know what I did at that point? I took all the devices that I had, my computer, my iPhone, my iPad, and I blocked these websites on... Another video interruption. I had to empty some memory on my phone. So yeah, I was saying that by blocking all these websites, now since 2023, so almost 3 years soon, I'm no longer fighting for this shit. I have no access to porn. Simple. I stopped the war. It's finished. There is no other way. Every now and then, otherwise you will go and watch it. And then you will start again from day one of NoFap. And feel like a failure that you cannot control yourself as a grown man. It's easy now. It's just not on my agenda during the day. It's not an option. Masturbation and porn is just not something that is possible that I can do anymore. See where we had to arrive? To block all these websites. And be careful even with Facebook because sometimes there's some stuff popping up on there. But yeah, I'm also doing social media detox. Your phone is your lowest self. Stay away from it. What other people are doing, don't worry about it. Porn, don't worry about it. Think about what you gotta do. And you have to be strict on yourself with this shit because, you know, I'm very... like a fire inside me burns when I talk about this because for so many years I've been fighting to beat this addiction. And yeah, there is no hope. Just block all these websites and that's it, and you will be saved. Will I ever watch porn again? I don't know. I mean, all the websites are blocked unless I like get married and my wife every now and then wants to watch something. I don't know, but I don't think I would put myself back in that position again because it's so tempting, you know. And now for almost 3 years, I don't know what they've been posting on there. I don't know what's new, the new actors. I don't know. I'm not updated. I don't care. I feel a lot better and my brain has reached a new equilibrium. And I see women differently now and everything. And I've been able to build some good relationships also. So, yeah. This is the point that we're at. And if some of you guys don't believe me, as I already said, I've been there. But on this channel, I'm not telling you any crap. I'm telling you things as it is. So if there are any keyboard warriors or haters, no problem. I know what I'm preaching, and it's just the truth. It's my story after 12 plus years of being deep into this rabbit hole. And you can all do it because I did it. I did it. I know it feels good. I know it can be a safe space. And you're going to feel a lot of pain once you stop because you're going to realize that, wow, there's so many things in my life that I want to improve, but I haven't because this is giving me the illusion that everything is great. And you will go through that grieving process and pain, but it's part of the journey and you can do it. But now I feel like I don't even want to watch it. I don't even have these urges anymore. My brain, after almost 3 years, has just recalibrated itself. So it is possible. It is possible. I did it. You can do it too. Men, women, whoever, get out of there. Just block these websites. They're making you feel insecure and addicted and in a spectator position. And delusional about what this should all be about. You don't have to quit in one day. You can do it as I did, gradually. But as I said, eventually you will realize that if you don't block these websites, every now and then you will relapse. It's just impossible. It's impossible. So if you want a quick fix, most likely, I don't know if you can do it just like that in one go. It's like if you're a cigarette smoker, if you're addicted and you smoke 20 cigarettes a day, ideally you wouldn't just wake up tomorrow and throw everything. You wouldn't last long. But if you start removing 5 cigarettes per day every week, and then you get to 10, 5, then 1, it's like more smooth and gradual. But yeah, you're just wasting your time and mental energy and confidence and everything. So yeah, have some fucking respect for yourself. Have some respect for yourself. I feel so much better and calmer and confident, and just when you're out of this bullshit, it just feels so good. So yeah, we're gonna share a lot of tough things on this channel, but the truth is the only way, as I say. The past and my addiction is part of my journey, and I'm not ashamed of it, but I know that at some point you have to be strong and put some limits in your life and stop things that don't serve your highest purpose. Have a great evening, everybody, and Silent Power is here to help you make a change. Because I don't want you guys to also have to go through this shit for 12 years like I did. I'm trying to give you the